The bustling Atlanta airport pulsed with the rhythm of morning chaos. Announcements crackled over the speakers, clashing with the squeak of rolling suitcases, hurried footsteps, and the hum of conversations in dozens of accents. Under flickering fluorescent lights, the polished floors reflected a sea of rushed faces, businessmen in tailored suits gulping stale coffee, a mother soothing a crying child while her teenage daughter rolled her eyes, and a TSA agent scolding an elderly man for moving too slowly. It was just another day in America's busiest airport, fast, indifferent, coldly impersonal. And then, weaving through the crowd like she didn't belong, because to many she didn't, appeared Danielle Miller. At 29, she stood 5 feet 6 inches, her dark hair pulled into a tight bun, her warm brown skin attracting more stares than she cared to count. Her gray button-down was tucked into second-hand slacks, meticulously ironed that morning. Her sneakers were clean but worn at the toes. A faded blue backpack, patched one too many times, bounced against her back with each hurried step. She wasn't running out of breath from lack of stamina. She was running because her entire future hinged on the next 90 seconds. Final call for Flight 237 to Portland, Gate B-18. Boarding closes in 3 minutes. Her heart pounded louder than her footsteps. The boarding pass in her hand was damp with sweat. That flight wasn't just a flight. It was her only chance. After years of cleaning hospital rooms, folding laundry, working night shifts at a diner, and stuffing tips into a jar labeled "Someday," this was it. She'd secured a final interview with the Bright Futures Foundation, a nonprofit in Portland that helped children with disabilities and low-income families. It wasn't just a job, it was purpose. A way out of overdue rent and constant rejection. She was so close. Gate B-18 was right there, just a few more steps. Then a sound cut through the noise, a gasp, weak, ragged. Danielle turned. Near a row of blue seats, an elderly white man, mid-70s, maybe older, had collapsed. His cane clattered to the floor, his chest rose and fell unevenly, his hand clutching his heart. His face was pale, his eyes unfocused. Danielle froze. The gate was right there. She could still make it if she ran. But the man gasped again, weaker this time. No one moved. People stared, but no one helped. Some even stepped back, faces twisted in discomfort. Danielle's mind screamed, "This is your moment. That gate is your future." But her feet wouldn't obey. She cursed under her breath, turned and ran, not toward her dreams, but toward a man who might not survive the next minute. And just like that, the boarding door closed behind her. Kneeling beside the man, Danielle blocked out the cold seeping through her pants. She checked his pulse, weak, thready, like she'd done countless times working at a nursing home in Kansas City. "Sir, can you hear me?" she said, voice steady like her mother taught her. "Stay with me. Breathe." He didn't respond. His lips trembled, a faint wheeze escaped. Around them, people watched but didn't act. A woman in a business skirt pulled her daughter away. A man in a tech hoodie started recording. Another whispered to his friend, laughing like it was a movie. Danielle ignored them. "Someone call 911!" she yelled, scanning the terminal. Finally, a gate agent picked up the phone, but never spoke to Danielle. She kept pressure on the man's chest, whispering, "Come on, old man, don't do this." In her mind, her mother's voice echoed, "Doing good doesn't run on a clock, baby. You help when people need it. That's the only time that matters." Danielle had lived by those words, giving up paychecks for her siblings, choosing the harder, slower, right path. But now, she hated them. She hated that she was the one kneeling, hated that no one else moved, hated that helping him might cost her everything. When paramedics finally arrived, they took over without a word to her. Danielle stood, knees cracking, and watched them wheel the man away. Then she turned toward gate B18. It was closed. The plane was gone. 3 missed calls, a voicemail, a text. "We regret you couldn't make it. We'll assume you're no longer interested." Her fingers hovered over the screen. She typed, "I'm so sorry. There was an emergency. I won't make it." Sent. No reply. She sank into a chair, the boarding pass crumpled in her fist. No pride, no nobility, just exhaustion. She'd done the right thing, but doing the right thing didn't pay rent, didn't get her to Portland, didn't change the fact that her bank account couldn't cover another ticket. Had she just lost her only chance? Hours later, as Danielle wandered the terminal, a barista called out, "Miss Miller, someone left a message for you. They said to go to gate C3. Confused, she walked, not running this time, toward the unknown. At C3, 2 men in navy suits waited. "Mr. Bradford wants to speak with you," one said. Her stomach dropped. Bradford? She followed them down a private hallway into a quiet lounge, soft lighting, leather chairs, classical music, and there, sitting by the window, was the old man. Not collapsed, not gasping, dressed in a tailored suit, sipping porcelain tea, exuding quiet power. "I was afraid I wouldn't see you again," he said. Danielle stared. "You're okay?" He smiled. "Thanks to you." Then he dropped the bombshell. "My name is Leonard Bradford. I founded Monarch Air." Her breath hitched. "I asked about you," he continued. "I wanted to know who'd give up her future for a stranger." She stiffened. "I didn't help you for a reward." "I know," he said softly. "That's why I'm giving you one." He picked up the phone. "Tell Portland to reschedule Miss Miller's interview. Fly the board in. We're covering everything." Danielle's lips parted. "Why?" "Because integrity like yours is rare," he said. "And that's the kind of person I want representing my company." Sunlight spilled over Portland as Danielle stepped into the new Monarch Community Outreach Building. Her badge read, "Danielle Miller, Program Director." She touched it, still disbelieving. Inside, her team waited. Today, they'd launch an initiative for elderly passengers, low-income families, and undervalued caregivers. People like her mother, who'd given everything without ever asking for recognition. Later, when PR pushed to turn her story into a viral campaign, she shut it down. "I didn't help him for headlines," she said. "I helped because he needed it." That quiet truth, doing good when no one's watching, was what changed her life, not because the world noticed, but because she stayed true to herself. And in the end, that was enough. The best opportunities don't always come from the paths we plan, but from the choices we make when life interrupts. Like and subscribe for more heartfelt stories that inspire. Turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson in kindness, courage, and unexpected second chances.